Hello, this is Domestic Violence by Akeia, Allie, Destiny, and Wayne. Domestic violence is a type of abuse and/or physical behavior used to control someone. Domestic violence is most commonly found in intimate partner relationships, like a spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend, but can also be child and elderly abuse. It can be emotional, meaning ignoring someone to get a reaction out of them, verbal, which is like belittling, and or physical abuse, meaning a punch or a kick. Currently, Tennessee ranks fourth in the country for the rate at which men kill women according to the Violence Policy Center. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner.
Spotting the signs of domestic violence, the signs of domestic abuse may not be as clear as you would think. Your abuser, to spot the signs of domestic violence or your domestic abuse, uh, your abuser bullies and threatens you. Your abuser controls your money or controls the money that you bring into the house or that the family brings into the house. Um, they control the money. They will cut you off from your family and friends because they don't want you to have anybody to talk to but them. They don't want you to go to them for anything. They want you to depend solely on them for everything. Um, they will physically abuse you. They will hit you. They will use their fists. They will use um, a glass. They will use their feet, use their head, use anything that they can to physically abuse you. And then they'll sexually abuse you. Um, these are just some signs of domestic violence. Now, domestic violence in Memphis, the YWCA does offer domestic violence services. The YWCA has a 24-hour crisis and support hotline. They also have a one-on-one case management service, which basically means that they have a case counselor there that can actually help you with any and everything that you may need to talk to them, to get the ball rolling, to get whatever you may need to do. They have case management services there for you. Um, they have counseling for you, an adult, and for your children. What some people don't realize is that children are involved in domestic violence also. They might not be getting abused, or they might be getting abused, but they might not be getting abused, but they see the abuse to one of their parents, and it affects them. It affects them in so many different ways. Um, there's legal referral services. If you're trying to put out a restraining order, if you're trying to get a divorce, if you're just trying just to leave, to have the sheriffs meet you there, so you can get your stuff and go. They have legal referral services at the YWCA. They also provide training to individuals and to employers on how to spot signs of abuse. That's one of the biggest things now is as an employer or as a manager or a supervisor or even a coworker, being able to spot signs of abuse to anybody, to any one of your coworkers or friends or subordinates or anybody, and pulling them off to the side and asking them what's going on, and asking them or having them there with you and talking to them and being that person to talk to them about or talk to them about this. Um, as the picture on here says, this is end the silence. Um, just stop being silent about it. Ask for help.
Memphis offers shelter and housing services for domestic violence victims. You can contact YWCA Memphis CAAP Domestic Violence Program, and you can contact Family Safety Center of Memphis and Shelby County. When dealing with the aftermath of domestic violence, some people may have issues getting back to their normal lives. Some may suffer with post-traumatic stress disorder, and here are some things that you can do to help combat PTSD. Staying active and getting enough exercise is important to your mental health. You can also try spending more time in nature along with joining a PTSD support group and getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Anxiety is also another problem that a lot of people have after dealing with domestic violence. Long term, you can try and learn your triggers, have a daily routine, and change your diet. Short term quick fixes, you can practice breathing, doing 4 counts in, 4 counts out for 5 minutes at least. And then you can also use aromatherapy like lavender, chamomile, and sandalwood. Also, you can write down your thoughts to clear your mind.
When combating the effects of domestic violence, this leads to depression. Ways to stop this are reaching out to others and staying connected. You can also do things that you enjoy. Don't ever stop doing the things that you enjoy or that you're used to because of domestic violence. You need to challenge the negative thinking. You need to stop thinking that this had something to do with you, or this was your problem, or this was because of you. Stop doing that. Definitely do not skip any meals. Eat healthy. Boost your B vitamins. Do all of that. You know, eat whatever that you were eating before the situation took place, and definitely get your daily dose of sunlight. When you have your daily dose of sunlight, you're not cooped up inside the house, and you're not thinking negatively. You're trying to think positive. You're trying to get back to doing the things that you were doing before. These are things that you should do in order to stop depression. Stop thinking that this was your problem or that this was your fault. It wasn't. Tennessee is one of the most dangerous states for women to live in based on domestic violence. Women make up 71% of the documented cases of domestic violence. Men, they make up 29% of it. Due to the COVID-19, the rates of domestic violence most likely will increase for 2020, and this is because of being cooped up inside the house due to the national stay-at-home orders, the curfews, anything of that nature, you know, and the rates of domestic violence in 2020 more likely will go up because of this, and families that are not working or on unemployment, trying to figure out where their next meal is going to come from, this, that, and the other. It's very important for Tennessee to make initiatives to make our state better with a lower risk of domestic violence. You do this by making sure that laws are passed, talk to your congressman, talk to your representatives, make sure that legislation is passed to help with domestic violence, to help with the victims of domestic violence.